Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarian soul family, my Aqua gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know, in addition to what is already shown and come out for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. The messages are in fact general. Okay, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. Cross watchers, you are also welcome. Okay, if you happen to be dealing with the Aquarius, just place yourself where you belong in the storyline. Same thing goes for you. It's general, so don't force anything to fit. Only take what resonates. Okay, leave the rest for whoever else it might be here for. What's up, y'all? I hope you guys are doing well. The energy in this reading is a bit low. I'm gonna go ahead and just preface things with that. Okay, yeah, it's quite sad in this bitch. I'm just saying. I don't know who that is. You or your person. We're going to find out. Before we hop all the way in though, guys, please take a minute and click that like button, y'all. Okay, smash that like. Okay, it helps with the engagement, guys. Simply put, it's one of the easiest ways to energetically donate to the channel because it helps people find us. That's how they know we exist here on the platform. So I truly appreciate those of you who do it every single time. Love y'all down, love your life. Okay, also shoot me a little comment down below, a little hey girl, hey, don't be rude, say it, bite. Okay, I try to read all of the comments. I get my life down in those comments, so go ahead and shoot me a comment down below. Say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Say what you need to say. Last but certainly not least, okay, at the top of the totem pole, if you have not made it official and joined the gang, we would love to have you. Come on and join us. All right, come on, Aquarians reunite. Right, Aquarians unite. So go ahead and smash the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload. So let's start out with the very first card, which I feel embodies the majority of this energy. It's right at the center of the reading, and they are stating that this is the central theme of this person's energy. I want to also give a slight disclaimer, not a disclaimer, but I feel that for a large majority of you, this is someone that you are loosely involved with. The energy in this connection feels very up in the air, like neither one of you kind of know where this is going to go. This person more notably doesn't know where this is going. Okay. I get them being genuinely surprised at the switch in energy from you. I'm seeing you pull back. Okay. Extensively. Now, here's the thing. I hear sirens going off. So that is a confirmation for me. Okay, so you may just be protecting your energy overall, or it could be something that this person did specifically. Now, you might think that this person knows why you're doing it. They don't know. So either you haven't directly communicated this to them, or you did and they have selective hearing. Yeah. First card out, and it came out crossing. We have blessed me with your presence. Okay. Followed by several periods, which I read as like loading. So this is somebody who feels like they don't see you enough anymore. They haven't seen you in a while. This could be someone who feels like they're fighting for your attention. They're fighting for your time or your effort, or just the same amount of effort that they were getting prior. They're wanting me to reiterate that this person is genuinely confused in terms of why you might be pulling back, or why they haven't heard from you, or why you might not be showing the same level of interest that you did in the past. Now here I have this person's energy. This is where their confusion is stemming from, because this is somebody who felt like everything was fine. Okay, it's coming off as if whatever it is that you're doing, however it is that you are behaving, which we will get to in a minute, this person could just be overanalyzing, overthinking, but they feel as if you guys were solid. Okay, the Sun and the King of Pentacles to me is like a happy, blissful connection. Things are aligned, things are clear, as the Sun can signify clarity. The King of Pentacles, very stable, right? It is secure, something that they feel like they've secured. yeah, they're definitely feeling a little bit like they're on shaky ground with you, or they don't know, you know, what it is that you're thinking or what it is that you're feeling, because they thought it was this, and now they're getting a different vibe from you. Now, don't get down in those comments like, girl, I told him, right? Like, I told her what was up. I told them what I needed. They did not follow through. They didn't do this. They didn't do that, right? I'm showing you or telling you how this person is perceiving the energy, and it could rightfully so be their own fault, right? Because they're not listening. The communication could be piss poor in this connection, especially if you do feel like you've specifically told this person what you needed from them and there was nothing was done, okay? Now, hidden beneath the surface, this is really bothering this person. The fact that they don't know what to do, right? Because they don't know exactly how you feel. They don't want to move. They don't want to make a move, right? They want to bring things back to a level in which they consider it to be on solid ground and more stable. But for some reason, I'm getting that maybe the two of you have a different idea of what that looks like. There may be some sentiments of incompatibility here is what I'm hearing. Because right as I was saying the statement that this person wants to bring things back to this idea of what a secure and stable relationship looks like, that maybe their idea of what that is different from yours. Okay, you couldn't come to an agreement, get on the same page, so to speak. And so, yeah, I do see you potentially looking at this connection quite differently. This can also lean into the fact that this person's needs may have been getting met while yours were being neglected, okay? Whether that was done purposefully or not, it doesn't take away from the fact that it was. You see what I'm saying? That's also something to take into an account, right? Because they could have been the ones feeling secure because all their needs were being met here with the 9 of Cups, right? They're sipping from every cup, or they are feeling fulfilled. They're feeling fulfilled in the connection, especially with the Sun. That signifies somebody who's happy, someone who doesn't, you know, they don't feel like things need to change. They feel like things are great. They feel like, you know, everything is going well, but it's only because all of their needs are being met. I don't get that this person has sat down to really take themselves out of the equation and view things from your perspective, even if you try to get them to. They're like, everything is cool. We're Gucci. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep spending your money, we fine. As long as you keep buzzing it open, we fine. As long as you keep doing this, we're fine. As long as you know, let me rub on that magic lamp and come through, we're fine. We're great. This is wonderful. Right? Like, this is amazing. So either their lack of comprehension or their inability to sit in a space where they can listen to understand, right, how somebody else might be experiencing them. Either one of those things. That is what is creating what is now the 10 of Swords, okay? This is very painful for this person, you guys. I do get their needs being met in this connection. I get them missing you heavily. The gag is, if this person didn't give you anything, right? If you left this connection, or if you've backed away, leaving, or, you know, just removing bits and pieces of yourself with less than what you have shown up as, then you really wouldn't be missing this person's presence. Okay. There's definitely two different energies going on here. You're in two totally different books is what it appears. Now, on the flip side of this is the fears that this person is having in terms of how they're experiencing you. Okay, they feel as if you are cold, you're distant, okay, that you are detaching from them, that maybe there is something else that you consider to be your happiness, or somewhere else that you want to be, that there might be someone else in the picture. With this Knight of Cups in the reverse, I'm reading this as this person felt like they were once this for you, but now you might be getting this somewhere else, okay? I'm hearing very specifically that the second that this is not for everybody, this is only for some of you. There's something about the sexual energy being removed, where this person started to really look at things a little bit closer, like something is wrong. It's sort of like something that should have been the end of the road, or that it should have been the last thing, right? Like the last thing that comes to mind in terms of this connection being on shaky ground. But it's actually the first thing that showed them that something is terribly wrong, or that something could go terribly wrong. This person does still want to be with you. They still want to connect with you. Bless me with your presence, right? They are viewing your presence in their life as a blessing. And again, that to me feels like somebody who was getting everything they need, but they didn't even stop to consider if your needs were met. That's problematic. Okay. So once you started to remove some of those resources, once you started to remove some of those, what are you going to call it, Spirit? They're calling it privileges, right? Because I do feel like you gave this person quite a lot. For the 9 of Cups to show up, you weren't just giving them bottom of the barrel. You were really showing up for this person in ways that you potentially never showed up for anybody else, right? You were certainly giving them the benefit of the doubt that when it was your turn, they would show up for you. But I don't get this person even asking, right? I don't get them even inquiring about whether or not you feel fulfilled, whether or not you're pleased, whether or not you're happy, whether or not this is something that is satisfying you, right? They were definitely very selfish in that instance. The one thing I will say is I don't see this selfishness being purposeful. I feel like that is just habitual, right? I feel like this is just a part of their character. They are very self-focused, which is selfish, but I don't get them doing it purposefully is what they're saying. Okay. So they're pointing out you or your happiness being elsewhere, right? Because the 8 of Cups does signify walking away, burning something to the ground, right? Cutting a cord. This is like a cord cutting ritual. Okay. To write down a situation, a person, place, thing, whatever it is that you're trying to detach from, putting it in a bowl and burning it. Okay. That is a ritual. And it can often signal to the other party that's involved, whoever's in the bowl, it can signal to them that that cord is being cut. All of a sudden, they're thinking about you all the time. All of a sudden, they're wanting to figure shit out, right? Like all of a sudden, you know, it's like, damn, I haven't heard from Aquarius in a while, or damn, like we really have changed. Like we're not the same anymore. Like things are not the same anymore. Like she stopped giving it up. He stopped giving it up. He stopped taking me out. He stopped calling. I don't get those good morning texts anymore. I don't get, you know, the frequent communication. Is sort of like everything comes rushing back. Like now they're seeing, it's sort of like they didn't think about it at all. And then all of a sudden, once this cord was cut, they started seeing it like a movie. Okay. One film after the next. Okay. One screen after the next, which just kind of opened to them the idea that, well, I thought we were happy, but obviously you're doing something else because you're nowhere to be found. This could be literally or figuratively, guys. Take it how it resonates, okay? So let's see here. Give me one moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just needed to change that battery, which I should have done earlier. Okay, so we have that Knight of Cups in the reverse. They're also signaling that you could be rejecting this person's offers at this time, like it's too little too late. Now, all of a sudden, they're wanting to come in with offers that are worth your while. And it's sort of like they're doing it right when they feel like they're losing you. And that's the part that, you know, they don't understand, right? Like they're not understanding that they should have shown up with this energy a long time ago. They should have shown up when you still gave a fuck, honestly, right? If we're honest. They should have showed up when you still gave a fuck. Yeah, there was no sense of urgency, no pep in their step, no desire to do, you know, any of that, right? Like no desire to really show up in this way until the threat of you walking away, okay? There's also this underlining energy that suggests them telling themselves stories in their head, right? Like, you know, maybe Aquarius never really loved me like that, right? Like, because you don't just walk away from somebody like this. You don't just treat somebody that you love like this, right? this negative self-talk, but it's very much so coming from the lens of the victim, of being the victim, okay? Rather than flipping that shit and understanding that you had ample amount of time, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, respectfully or disrespectfully, okay? Coming from some of my people, right? Let me know down in the comments, is it respectfully or is it disrespectfully? Because I will honor both, bitch. I'm biased. Got it? Good. Yeah, you had ample amount of time, okay? So while you were able to rely on this relationship for extremely pivotal things in your life, okay, there was a sense of, yeah, I feel like this person like leaned on you. Your energy was definitely something that they banked on. It was something that was of value. It was very valuable to you. Not that you would have known that by their actions or anything. Your self-serving energy, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, has led you to this position to now have to figure out what your next steps are going to be, right? Because for some of you, unfortunately, it's not going to be with Aquarius. So either this has already happened or it will happen, where this person is coming in. And it's sort of like the Knight of Cups for me in this positioning is sort of like all of a sudden, like magic, they can do everything that you were asking for down to a T. They're checking off every box. They've all of a sudden become this energy, okay? Gender doesn't matter, right? Like this is wearing the heart on the sleeve. This is showing up very much romanticizing every little bit of the connection. It's razzle, dazzle, and bedazzle, bitch, okay? And it's very specific to something that you would have been waiting for, that you would have wanted. And this could have taken many of years is what I'm hearing. That's a damn shame if we're on and off for all of these years, because it definitely feels like either an inconsistent relationship or something that is loosely involved, like loosely attached. So the cord was already loose is how I hear that. Okay. Even though for this person, they thought the cord was very much so tight. They thought the two of you were locked in. They thought that, you know, they were a sure fit to stay in your presence. Hello? For however long, forever for some of them, right? They never intended for things to change because of the level of satisfaction that they were getting. So now magically, the things that seemed hard for them before to do, now that they're in fear of you going towards, or now that they're in fear of recognizing that something else might make you happy. And the reason why they're saying happiness is because the sun is over here for you. Okay. It looks like you're walking towards it and away from this. Yeah. So it could be multiple things, right? That's a shot to the gut of the ego. Okay. And the pride. It can also fearmonger, because if I'm not your happiness, right? Like, then where are you going to go, right? Like, who's going to get all of my good loving type shit, right? Like, who's going to get all of my benefits? Who's going to get the resources? Who's going to get everything that you were giving me? Oh shit. I better, you know, straighten up and fly right. I better go ahead and put the work in. I better go ahead and start making these changes quick, fast, in a hurry. Like put together something, throw something together to fuck. And this will be a red flag for you, because why didn't you do it before, bitch? Why are you doing it now exactly? And the fact that you're able to whip this together so quickly, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, might I ask, could you have had the ability to do this entire fucking time? I think so. I think so. So it's also very interesting, you know? So let's go ahead and dig just a little bit deeper here. These cards had a lot to say. The pre-shuffle had a lot to say. So let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper here. Let's see if we can unpack. See, this is at the forefront of everything. And your happiness matters too. The fuck? You know, I feel like this is only now something that this person is realizing, that damn, maybe you weren't that happy, but they really weren't paying attention either. I know I'm hearing somebody scream from the rooftop. Okay, I hear somebody screaming from the back of the room, bitch. Okay, from the other side of the country, bitch, from a whole nother country. For some of y'all, I hear somebody screaming to the top of their lungs, bitch. I told them. Yeah, no, there was no listening, guys. Okay. They may have looked like they was listening, but they weren't really hearing you, okay? They may have heard you, but they wasn't really feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't hearing you or feeling you. There was no way. There's no way. And y'all know I have to just throw in a little sprinkle, just a little sprinkle of slight accountability. Not so much though, but just a little sprinkle. The fact that they didn't listen until now is because you needed to take action. You needed to stand on business, okay? You needed to stand 10 toes down on these boundaries. You needed to either create some motherfucking boundaries or reinforce those motherfucking boundaries, okay? Because now they're scrambling, okay? Now they are definitely, grasping for straws, strings, all kinds of shit. Feeling happy about your life. It says an incident that made you happy. So they're feeling like if you are somewhere else, right? And you're not either trying to come back, especially if this is a connection that has been in disconnect, right? If there's a separation that's happened, then they've noticed that you've been gone for a long time, longer than normal, right? Once again, on and off, in and out, okay? Hot and cold is this. So you've been gone longer than normal, right? It's going to get those wheels to turning in their head about who's loving you, right? Like, who are you with, or what are you doing? What has your attention? What has your focus besides them? It might be actually surprising to them to understand that that's even possible, right? Like that they're not the center of your world, right? That they're not, the center of your reality in terms of love, okay? That you're not afraid to move forward, that you potentially don't even deem them to be your type anymore. You feel like they're misaligned with you. Okay, all of these thoughts are coming to the surface that would have never done it because here's the little sprinkle of accountability. You may have voiced your opinion, but they weren't really hearing you because not only were you voicing the opinion, you may have even threatened this person, like, I'm out of here. Like, if you don't change this, this is going to happen. If you don't change this, this is going to happen. But then they would do something and it would never happen. You see what I'm saying? There was no follow through and you were still filling their cup. Let's be very honest, y'all, okay? Because somebody doesn't get to get this satisfied. 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Sun. Come on, right? It embodies this person was able to get blessed from your presence, right? Just from you being around. This is not to toot your horn, y'all. This is not to kiss your ass. This is their words, not mine, right? But they're having an epiphany now. Okay, yeah, this happiness card says feeling on top of the world. So for some of you, you may be able to admit that you pedestalized this person, but you also thought that it was mutual, or you thought that you would get a payback, right? Okay, I'm hearing like a tax return. You thought you would get a return on these motherfucking taxes. Okay. So we have celebration. So this person feels you being more social. You may actually be more social right now. You might be on social media. You may be posting. There's somebody very specifically here. I feel like you're getting ready to go to some kind of an event, some kind of a party, some kind of a concert, some kind of a workshop, possibly. Something you're going to something, you will be posting pictures, and this will be the first time that this person sees you. Okay, they're able to see you. You're gonna look visibly happy. You're going to look as if your life just kind of seemingly went on without them, right? This is the epiphany moment, and that can show up in many of different ways, but that might be flabbergasting to this person. Okay, because now they're pointing out this 9 of Cups again. This person definitely felt like you looked at them as wish fulfillment, okay? And they're gonna be shocked, right? They're gonna be shocked at the thought of you moving on happily without them. If you're dating someone else now and you take this person to the event, oh my gosh, yeah. You might take somebody else to this event, or even if it's like a coworker, it could be like a work function or something of the sort. There's some kind of party, some kind of event that you're going to, a barbecue. I'm hearing like end of summer barbecue, Labor Day barbecue, somebody's birthday party. It's something that you're going to, something that you will be sociable at. You're going to take a picture with someone. For some of you, this might actually be the new person that you're talking to. And for others, it's somebody strictly platonic, but this person sees them as, oh shit, he got another bitch, right? Like she got somebody else. She got somebody else that fast. Like you just you know, it's going to be a shocking, a very shocking enlightenment for this person. It says love striking you unexpectedly. This could also be the catalyst of this person wanting to go double time, overtime, triple time to win back your good graces. You're going to see like a total 180. I'm not saying that it's not genuine, right? Because they could have, in fact, had this epiphany that, you know, you're the love of their life, right? Like that you're their happiness and that they should have been done this. It still doesn't negate the fact that it took so fucking long for them to get to that headspace, right? For them to analyze that, for them to become aware of that. Okay, so we have fragmented. Yeah, and genuine or not, it could just mean that too many things have occurred, right? There's been too many splits in this connection. Now it's time to cut. I'm actually seeing like the split ends of a hair shaft. And now it's time to trim off the dead ends, okay? A split in energy, right? So you're not vibrating at the same level with this person. They see you celebrating or they see you having a good time. They see you living your life. I get a big shock in that in and of itself, okay? Because like I said, don't force anything to fit. For some of you, it could very well be that instance where you're just taking pictures with coworkers, you're taking pictures with a friend, taking pictures with somebody that they think that you're dating. And for others of you, the shock itself could be that you're just outside. I don't know what would have made this person think that you would be in the house, you know, sliding down the wall, listening to Summer Walker, crying your eyes out, you know, playing Jodeci and all of the sad love songs. Shocker. Yeah, in this fragmented card, they're now pointing out that very first sentence. See, the picture is incomplete. I hear that, you guys, taking a picture, and you might be the type of person who never posts on social media. In fact, you might not be the person who posts this picture on social media. It could be the third party that posts this picture. It could be a mutual friend. It's going to come into their timeline some kind of way. Somebody's going to tag you in the picture, something of that sort. The picture will be online. But they don't have the whole picture, okay? They think that this is your new bitch. They think this is your new dude. They think this is your new guy, your new gal, okay? So at the top of the issues in this connection is boundaries, okay? Just that little sprinkle of accountability. You know, I love y'all, right? It still doesn't mean that you don't deserve to have the things that you want, but it's important to recognize when somebody is not willing to give you that. And it's more important to recognize when somebody has the ability to give you that and they're just choosing not to fucking do it, right? That's what this feels like. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that they're not genuine about the way that they're approaching here in the future. But listen, we gotta call a spade a spade. That's just the God honest truth, right? They were refusing to do something that they were capable of doing, and they were refusing to do things that you were actually doing for them, things that they were expecting. They did not reciprocate. They didn't even feel the need to, right? I would like to know down in the comments if you experienced some kind of betrayal from this person, because I don't see that showing up here. But that could be the case for some of you, right? For others of you, this person was just playing, right? Like you feel like they played in your face. You feel like that's disrespectful, right? It might not be betrayal, so to speak, but it is quite fucking disrespectful. And for some of you, you might feel as though the idea of somebody knowing that they can do something and then just outright not doing it for you, even though you would do it for them or you have done it for them, is betrayal, right? Like that's betrayal. Validate yourself. Whatever your stance is, please validate your feelings, validate yourself, still stand firm on those boundaries. Those boundaries and upholding those boundaries are what's going to lead you towards the right decision, okay? Because there will be a choice here. We have children. Yeah. So can I say something, guys, right? I don't want y'all to beat me up, okay? Down in them comments. I'm just gonna say it. You do with this information what you will. I do feel this person's beliefs about this connection and their reevaluation of the value within the connection, as well as the feelings that are now bubbling over the surface. I do feel that they're genuine. Okay, I'm gonna say that. That doesn't mean that you have to choose this person, but I genuinely feel that. With the Children card coming out, we could look at this as this person was immature, right? Emotionally immature, because they no doubt signed up for a connection where they would be able to get fed, where they would be able to get nurtured, where they would be able to grow, where they would be able to elevate. And children do that, right? Children are able to get all of those things without having to give anything back, right? So it's an emotional maturity that they are acknowledging. They are acknowledging that. And there has been this growth. I do feel like this shocking moment needs to happen in order for them to understand or even dig into analyzing this about themselves, right? They're going to want to take quick action once they feel this. And I do see them viewing things long term with you. That's how I'm viewing the Children card. Even if you don't want to have children, this can signify like building, like planting roots, you know, planting seeds, digging roots, right? Getting grounded, something long term, like a long term commitment, right? Once again, they're using it more as an analogy, even though it could absolutely have to do with kids. For some of you, this could be your child's father or child's mother, right? That on and off thing definitely makes sense, but not necessarily. It could be that they want to start a family with you, or they view you as, right, somebody that they want to build a life with, right? A legacy with. But on the other end, they are using the children phrase more as an analogy in terms of commitment, because marriage is a commitment, but children are even more of a commitment. So they're sort of like trying to go above and beyond to let you know that they want something, they want this, right? Like they understand the ways in which you try to build this solid connection. They played in your motherfucking face, and now they want an opportunity to redeem themselves. Once again, that doesn't mean that you have to, right? It doesn't mean that you have to. Yeah, we have isolation. This person is taking some very deep time, right? Some very valuable time, deeply rooted thoughts and introspection, right? They are acknowledging that they have been emotionally and mentally removed because they had no idea that you were checked out of this, right? Or you were checked out of the cycles, that you were checked out of this relationship, that you were no longer considering them and now on the path to considering others. They might be a little bit obsessive over this once they see you posted up with somebody else, or once they see you living your life outside of this relationship. It's going to really open their eyes to the thought of, damn, I might actually like lose her. You know what I'm saying? I might actually lose him. They never saw it coming. So we have the moon. I get it, right? The intensity of the emotions here are out of this world. It's going to be imperative for you to listen to your intuition, right? For what's best for you. This person is no doubt acting on their own intuitive nudges, okay, which is why they're even in the right place at the right time for you to pop up on their timeline, or for them to see you out in public. For some of you, it might be that something is going to shock the shit out of them. Something is going to happen. It's a shocking event. It has to do with you, and it's going to show them that you're out the motherfucking door, that you have slipped through their fingers. That's going to put into perspective how much they really cared about you, how much they still want this, how much they've done, right? Like that is the turn of events, this one thing. Proceed with caution. Yeah, I would still say to proceed, cautiously. For some of you, the best thing that you can get out of this is closure, right? For others of you, there is beautiful potential. However, right, with the track record of this person, we still need to look deeper to see if it's actually something that is sustainable. okay? We need to make sure this is not just them recognizing, right? This is not something that is now magnetic to them because it's all of a sudden turning into something that they can't motherfucking have. You see? Yeah, no, we need to make sure. So let's hop over to the extended, okay, guys? I want to really dig in over there. I would like to see what this person's desired outcome is, okay, from their purest and truest and highest self. All right, let's also see what karmic lessons are heading their way, which is needed for change and growth, okay? Let's see what their purest feelings are for you initially versus now, okay? We'll also see their intentions for you initially versus now, right? We're going to see the shift and the change and the transformations within those two things, which will give you more of an informed standpoint or perspective so you can make the best decision for yourself. I also want to know, how will they try to fix this? I want details on how they're going to go about it, what their exact next steps are going to be, what's the potential outcome, the best possible outcome, and then the worst possible outcome. We will look at both, babe. Whether you decide to stay or go, honey, there's no judgment. I'm gonna look at both for you so that you know, okay, how good it could get, how bad it could get. We will look. I also want to know what subconscious blockages you need to address. This is going to give you the answers in terms of the reason why this connection ended up in your life in this lifetime, why it happened. Okay, let's also see what needs to be eliminated, okay, from your being, from your life, from your energy, from your actions, your thoughts, all of the things. What needs to be eliminated from you in order for you to redefine your dating patterns, okay, and attract healthier, more aligned loves, okay? We will then get into new love because all of you are not going to go back towards this person. For some of you, that bridge has burnt and this is just about closure. So we will tap into the new thing, see who's currently approaching you, only the good, only the new. How will they approach you? We'll also see what are their intentions for you. We'll see what their best qualities are, sexiest qualities are, what the chemistry is like in and out of the bedroom. Why are they single? Any red flags, deal breakers? We'll look into that. We'll also see what the potential is for union and how soon. Okay. And then I want to also get you some advice in terms of how you can partner with the divine to speed up the momentum towards your desires and the manifestations that you are trying to bring about here, how to speed up the momentum on that. And then we will throw in an Ask the Universe read, okay, where I'll give you the floor to ask a couple of questions, but I will have more instructions for that over in the extended, okay? So without further ado, please hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, okay? And I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's get down to business.